Bukod sa tukhang for ransom, meron din daw tinatawag na tukhang for extortion.
Mahirap mag-succeed sa all-out war against illegal drugs kung meron ka pa ring problema sa loob.
Ayon kay Senador Panfilo Lacson, may ilang pulis di umano ang nagtatanim ng droga sa mga lugar na kanilang pupuntahan. Sa naturang video, may mga lalaking nakahud na pumasok sa isang opisina. Ang isa ay nanakit pa ng isang empleyado. May mauuna umano na mga may dalang backpack na may lamang droga at ilalagay sa opisina. Pagkatapos, darating ang raiding team.
What about the tukhang for extortion? Na pinaplanta nila yung droga.
Ganito po yan. Ganito po.
Meron ba kayong na...
Ganito po yan. We of late, no? After siguro last quarter of this year, this has started to come out, no? Marami nang nagsumbong sa akin, no less than my brother-in-law, may tumawag sa kanya na sinasabi, you are under a watch, you have a standing warrant of arrest, this is so-and-so, na kung ayong magmatukhang is you just give this certain amount of money. Meaning na this
somebody
is happening, yes.
What do you suggest to yung mga to the citizens? How can they tell whether the people who are coming to them in uniform, etc., are really policemen or are really NBI? Well, in this case,
when you come to a house, you have to be in uniform. Yung sinasabi ko
yung uniform, ang dami-dami nag-uniform dyan eh.
Well, at least, doon pa sa tukhang operations namin, no, na sinasabi nila na natatakot sila. Hindi ka man dapat po matakot eh. Kasi naka-uniform yan at kasama niya yung barangay official. After these 6 months implementation of Oplan Tukhang and after these 6 months of war on drugs of the president, look at our peace and order situation.
What has happened to our peace and order situation?
I can only speak in NCRPO.
For NCRPO, yeah.
Kanina po ang sabi ko sa inyo, this robbery thing, they went down up to 40%.
All right. So if it has succeeded, why did he suspend it?
That's because of that incident. That incident in Krame was, changed everything. We cannot blame the president here because there's pressure here. Meron pong pressure dito eh. Di ba? Foreigner ito eh.
Kung Pilipino yan, hindi
naman po siguro. No, it's not. But the pressure would not be the same.
Yung sa 28, almost 29,000 police.
Yes.
How many do you catch a year in terms of serious offenses?
Meron po kaming 549 na mga grave offenses.
Ano yung mga grave offenses? Ano bang grave offenses?
Yung mga grave offenses, that's part extortion. Yan, yung pong mga laglag kaso. Yan, basically, those are the grave offenses. And of course, yung murder, yung homicide, pag it's not in line of duty. And those are punishable by dismissal from the service. Pwedeng from 6 months suspension hanggang sa dismissal from the service.
Muna, this occurred during your time?
Before.
How many officers or men do you have who have been charged with grave offenses since you came in? Meron
na po kaming chinyards na 72 from July 1. Those majority po yun are involved in extortion. Yun po yung mga nagbabangketa, yung mga nagre-recycle, yun yung mga nanghihingi ng pera kapag may nahuli. And of course, that is separate dun sa mga kaso or yung mga sinasabi nating ninja cops na pinagtatanggal namin dito sa NCRPO.
Ikwento nyo naman sa amin kung ano yung ninja cops.
Nag-start sila sa Manila Police District. They started small. Ito yung mga illegal gambling na nag-ooperate sila on illegal gambling hanggang makahagip sila ng mga illegal drug pushers, no?
And this was in the Manila, in the NCR?
The whole NCR na. Upon assumption, nung July 1 po, all these ninja cops who were identified, lahat po yan natanggal. They were charged, about 80 of them, and brought to different parts of Mindanao.
In other words, when you transfer them, you're merely exporting your problem to another part of the Philippines.
Well, number one, that's yung pag-transfer po kasi ng mga tao namin, ma'am, is a preventive measure. That is one way of pulling them out from their sphere of influence.
Bakit hindi na lang, you just kick them out? and say they are no longer worthy of being in the police.
Yes, ma'am. Yun po yung reason kung bakit they're facing summary hearing procedure.
So you transfer them out,
Yes.
but that does not mean that they are free
Yes,
and
ma'am.
can do
Yes,
something.
ma'am. Meron po silang administrative case dito.
Oh.
So they face that administrative case. Yung mga summary hearing officers were assigned also there. At if found guilty, then they will be discharged from the service permanently.
Sinasabi nyo, General, na kayo, noong pa kayo nag-uumpisa na linisin ang inyong police forces.
Yes, ma'am. This has been going on years back. Yung cleansing namin, it's already there. Yung aming disciplinary mechanisms are all in place. Kaya po ang sinasabi namin dito, yung Act ni Santa Isabel does not bespeak of the level of discipline that we have in the Philippine National Police.
Ang sinasabi nyo yung kaso ni Santa Isabel. As far as Santa Isabel is concerned, it is Colonel Dumlao.
Yes.
That is the mastermind.
Yes. And of course, yung team niya and others.
Ito medyo unusual ito.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, this is actually a very isolated case, no? Although meron pong mga ganyang mga cases before. Meron yung mga officers at that, senior officers at that, no? Meron din yung mga cases na ganyan. But of course, kailangan po kasi nila ng mabigyan ng due process eh. We assure the public that itong cleansing namin has been going on, especially now, itong panahon ni Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa. Kasi very emotional siya dito, very concerned siya dito, and very attached siya sa kanyang mga police.
Ang nangyayari, yung mga kriminal sa Davao, umaalis sa Davao, pero pupunta sa other places of the Philippines, which means that the problem is exported. But when you're commanding the entire Philippines, saan lalabas yung mga kriminal?
Well,
papatayin na lang.
Yung pong yung sinasabi nilang mga patayan dito sa yung particularly on war on drugs namin, no? Dito sa NCR in particular, yung napapatay lang po dito sa police operations are just about 1,030, no? Compared to the arrest that we made na more than 17,000.
What does that mean? That most of the drug problem is concentrated in NCR?
Yes.
Or does that mean that NCR is just all out against the drugs? What is the situation?
Remember, yung NCR has more than 13 million population dito po. And of course, yung population natin dito is very diverse, no? And it's only NCR with 1,706 barangays. 92.4% are drug affected.
So this 1,000 people that was killed under the police operations of NCRPO, how many investigations have been conducted?
Well, ideally, supposed to be, ma'am, lahat ng police operations are being investigated by our IAS.
How many of your policemen have been investigated?
I don't have the statistics from them, pero besides from dun sa amin, they have their own.
How much of your force is involved in the drugs? Because it's supposed to be parang an organization within the PNP.
Yes.
Baka naman kayo involved rin kayo. Tell me if I'm wrong, no? When there is an operation, from the bottom up, everybody gets a cut of the deal.
It does not actually and automatically say na hanggang dun sa pinakataas. Kasi it depends on the level. It depends on the level of corruption, and it depends on the level of extortion o yung sinasabi nilang ganyan na illegal activity.
Can we say that before the next SONA of the President, PNP will be rid, not of all,
Yes.
but of most?
Yes.
Can you assure us that?
Yes, I think so.